it's going to get cleaned up a little bit as we go. Didn't want to film in frame, I'm not sure. But I'm going to do spurts of videos here because my cell phone only does 5-minute videos. I'm going to get a GoPro soon. But yeah, I'm going to start on this old transmission bench from my dad's and start taking this apart via the Bentley manual. So way. Later. My water out here. It's not moonshine. Although I do live in the country. You can get a hold of it. Let's see. So we're going to be going with the looks like a little rusty over here too. I think it's the T27. Let's check it. Oh, it's the T30. Got T30 on there. Alright, so according to the Bentley manual, let's see, what does it say here? That's 13, this is the wrong, okay. I showed you all the wrong one earlier. Here's the one I wanted to show you. Here's the removal here. So I showed you the installation, so the removal. So I'm still on frame. Check it. Nope. It doesn't fall off. Got some zip ties around the phone. Alright. Let's see here. See how far we get before that goes off with the timer. Quarter drive ratchet and your Danny Craftsman with some Cobalt T Torx. So we're going to go with, it says remove intake camshaft bearing caps 3 and 5, and then remove exhaust camshaft bearing caps 3 and 5. We're going to start with 3 and 5 on both sides. First will be the intake and then the exhaust, like they said. So the intake's on this side with 3 lobes on it, and the exhaust is with the 2 lobes over there. So it's clearly marked on here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and it said 3 and 5 first. We're going to go with these first, is here for the intake, and then we're going to go to 3 and 5 on the exhaust. I'm going to pause this video real fast here. So we got our T30. We're going to start with the intake 3 and 5. We're going to start with the 3 first. They're on here pretty hard. I did the end caps at the junkyard, so I didn't have a long enough triple square. They put triple square in these rather than the other 1.8, or you can probably use them on the 2.7 as well as special head bolt tool. It was triple square in this one, so thankfully I had a triple square with me as well as that other tool at the junkyard. So, wow, that's pretty hard. Only have quarter drive. They're making quarter drive here, so I wish I had a 3/8 drive one. Make it a little bit easier. Let me get this extension off of here. Maybe that'll make it a little easier. What I'm doing right now is just getting the cams off so I can put grease on them so they don't rust up any more than they did. Alright. tough. Good old Craftsman now. I get it. Just hope I don't break this coal bowl. I have to get a new torque set because T45 broke. Alright, 3 is loose. 5. Not too bad. They want you to do it kind of slow, each one. Now we're going to go to the sprocket end. Well, actually, no, sorry. Skip that. I did the exhaust side now. I'll keep finishing up loosening this guy here. I think it's loose. Alright, we're loose there. Now we're going to go over to the 3 exhaust. And the 3 exhaust bearing. Make sure that your Torx is fully inserted in here. There's some oil up in here. It may hinder you from getting it all the way in there. So make sure you're fully inserted because you can strip these out pretty quickly. So careful on that. Alright. So 3 is loosened. And we're going to go to 5 with 5 exhaust. Yeah. Ooh, a little shaky on that one. Alright, 5 is done. Now we're going to go to the end caps, and they say do the sprocket side first. We're going to do that first. So it was already loosened at the junkyard, so we're going to loosen it again here. So it wasn't per spec, but I figured if you did the seals, you had to do that anyways. So see. Alright, we're back. We'll zoom in right here if we can. Hopefully it's zoomed in. Alright, so now we're on to 2 and 4 on the exhaust side, slowly. Make sure you insert all the way. From the videos I watched on YouTube. And from experience, you gotta insert all the way. Alright, so did that one a little bit there. 4. Did that one a little bit, and then we'll go back to 2. Do that one a little more. Back to 4. Do that one a little more. 2. 4. 2. 0. Loose over there. So we'll loosen up the cam chain tensioner. This is a AEB, so it's a just a tensioner, not a variable valve timing like what's on the car right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that or not. Let me know if I should keep it or not. The variable valve timing. It'll go on this head too. I might fast forward through this part. Or it might just go out on you. I don't know. Let's see. Should get the electric ratchet. Gotta make light work of this. I'm just going to loosen everything and then take all the caps off in sequence. Got to make sure you got them in line and make sure all the hardware is exactly the same. Can't stress that enough. There's wear patterns in these bearing caps and in the head that align with the journals, the wear of the journal. The camshaft, so you got to be aware of that. Make sure that everything stays exactly where they were. Unless you plan on changing the cams, then of course the bearing caps. I guess you should still keep them the same unless you're changing the bearing caps too. But you want all the bearing caps to stay exactly where they were. They're numbered, thankfully, so it'll let you know a reference of where they are, where they're supposed to be. These are unique here, and then that's a double, so it's pretty easy to determine what's what on that. Alright, so these valve springs are letting loose a little bit now. So loosening these guys up because they're all wanting to come up a little bit further. Alright. Let's see here. I didn't bring any rags, and I just meant to put on gloves. Oh well, you can't really tell if there's any imperfections with gloves on anyways, so I'm going to continue taking this cam out. It's like this right now, so I'm going to, these are loose, that's loose, that's still on there, so I don't know why it's wanting to do that. That's up, that's up, that's up, that's up. So this is not, it's not too hard, guys. Like, this is my first engine build. I got the confidence from a lot of you YouTubers like Decimal Tenths and Lender Power Sports. Good guys, good information. Definitely good guys, definitely. I would definitely recommend their Lender's products. I don't have any yet, but just might get that time and chain tensioner, or time and belt tensioner. Oh, no one. Continue on this one. Let's get this end cap completely off. This ties them both together. I should have, but I didn't. Probably should have took that timing belt sprocket off. Sprocket. But I didn't. I guess I'll have to take hold this somehow and take that off with an impact later. For right now, it's fine. Well, if it's not, I don't know. Forgot about that. I need to take that off. Yeah. We can't do anything with this until we get that off. Okay. Yeah, it's attached to that. It's just this one little. Alright, so I'm going to continue with this. Maybe. No, I can't even continue with this.